ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here for another episode of the Prolonged Fast podcast. Today we are in festive mood because this is the Prolonged Fast podcast. Christmas special.
Woo!
Yo,
It's a Merry Christmas. Oh, that's
Merry
not a jingle.
Christmas, everyone.
How does the jingle goes? It's a Merry. No.
No.
How does Merry Christmas
Um,
go?
What?
Merry
That's not a song.
Merry
That's not a
Christmas.
song.
We all love Merry Christmas.
You mean we
It's
wish
beginning
you a
to
Merry
look-
Christmas.
We
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just kind of forgot. We wish you Merry
Excellent.
Christmas. Well, yeah, this is Christmas
Anyway.
special, guys. Yay.
Yeah. I got my warm cup of coffee with me.
I got my chips, which I shall not eat because it will make a sound, and we do not want that in the podcast.
No, I don't think the people want
Yeah,
that. I don't think
we're
Wait,
all
let
in
me give you one chip bite.
just yeah.
Let's hear it.
Sounds like
So-
Minecraft eating.
So yeah, we're all in the festive mood, and Nicholas,
because
what
we're
are
Except
we
for Effa,
talking about?
who happens to not be here.
Guys, we're totally
Effa again,
recording. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
at different times, yeah. They're definitely not being recorded one after another with this episode and the episode that came before it chronologically.
Guys, we're recording this on the 24th, and we're publishing on the 25th, of course.
Dude, this is so Christmassy right now.
Bro, we're so Christmas.
There's-
I live with
There's
this.
I mean,
no
I hear
outside.
Christmas songs everywhere anyway, so it might as well be.
I mean, people now start Christmas at like September now. They like start, guys, it's Christmas. Well,
Guys,
like,
This Christmas, I gave you my heart.
oh my god.
Everywhere.
The very next
Hey,
day.
I
Yeah.
gave it away.
Get it away.
Do you know like the meme?
Guys, we're gonna be demonetized. Actually, we would never were.
Oh, no.
monetized.
Bro, the monetized for 50 views. Yeah, I don't think anyone gives a shit.
Oh no. DMCA strike.
Oh no, how
coming
much?
for-
We lose our jobs permanently.
Yeah.
We become
Anyway,
homeless.
so Nicholas, would you like to introduce our topic for today?
Our little topic.
So, as an interesting way to interact with this festive season, we felt that we would be looking into the big red man himself. No, it's not Joseph Stalin. No, it's not Mao Zedong. It is Santa Claus.
Yay!
Go!
Santa!
The legend.
He's got some haters. He's got some lovers. He's got some slave.
Now-
slave
And
people.
today we're
We're
gonna
gonna
be
be
hating on it.
assuming. We're gonna be assuming, for the purposes of the moral analysis that we'll be taking part in for this episode, that Santa Claus is indeed real. People who are incorrect and don't believe that can take their opinion to
Elsewhere.
the North Pole and freeze to death.
True. Do you think? Yeah, it's probably true, right? Where you just like stick your tongue on like the North Pole, and it like freezes on it.
Mhm.
Sticks
I would
to it,
assume
yeah.
that there's like a lot of
I've only
photographers waiting for someone to do that and then laugh at them.
I've only seen those cartoons
No.
where like the fucking the cartoon character like licks the like pole and then they're stuck to it for like the rest of life.
Like, it does happen. It does happen.
Yes,
It does happen, yeah. I've experienced it.
Yeah, I've had it happen
Oh.
to me. It does.
What are
imagine
you
it
guys
hurts so
licking
much.
poles for?
That's not relevant. Don't
Look,
change the subject.
I've eaten sand and I don't go around licking bowls now, do I?
What?
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 Polish
Why
people
do
are
you
so
eat
nice.
sand?
Oh, it's a sand. There's like a lot of sand everywhere, so I was munching.
Yeah, so
I've
you're
munched
telling me
on
that like
sand before.
Polish people have walked past you and you never felt like you just want to lick them?
No. Hey, yo!
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, we have one
um,
close to us.
so as we know, you have a Polish people.
Well, not exactly Polish. Anyway, let's keep going. Maybe-
Irrelevant intra-European racism aside, we have an interesting topic here. So, Santa Claus, as we all know, lived in Rovaniemi in Finland, and
Or did they live in?
His
They
little-
live in the North Pole, bro. He's very sussy.
he doesn't live in America. That's what's very important. That's what we know.
Fuck yeah.
America. That's a Christmas song.
The American version
So
of Christmas,
he has his
as
reindeer.
all Europeans imagine.
Exactly. Now let's see. So I don't think we can contest the reindeer. If we're gonna
The
believe that
reindeer.
Santa exists as this guy who
You have to
never
believe the
ages,
reindeer.
Yeah.
yeah, like the reindeer are
Rudolph.
there too. Like they're not like you can't be like, oh, well,
Mm.
reindeer can't actually fly. That's stupid.
They fly with the power of magic.
So Santa has this race of elves that help him make the toys
Very
for every
tiny
kid,
ones,
Mm.
like dwarves.
The tonto.
and
It's like those
supposedly,
memes. I'll put up a picture of.
yeah,
Yolo tonto.
supposedly, yeah,
Tonto?
tonto.
Yolo tonto,
So
yeah.
supposedly they know what kind of gift the children that have been good want,
Yeah.
and then they make them and give the. So
Give them in one night at like
thing
light
is,
speed.
how do they know that?
Yeah, isn't it kinda sussy?
It's
Dun.
like this elf surveillance state. They they know
Yes,
who's
yes.
been good, and
Mhm.
then they
There's
also
like
know what you
cameras
want.
everywhere. So.
I mean, yeah. What are the science behind
U.S.
Santa
military.
knowing everything? Is he just telepathic?
Yeah. So the shared thread between a lot of these different stories is the book, right? The big book with the naughty and the nice kids, and
Yeah.
like you get put in like a certain book. I'm assuming that every year they have to write it all again though, 'cause-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you
which
become
seems
naughty?
really
Oh yeah,
annoying.
did you guys used to write that little letter to Santa Claus
What?
and put it in the
Yeah.
mailbox?
Put it under like the
Yeah.
yeah.
And my mom used
Put
to.
it,
I
like
was
send
so
it.
convinced as a child. I was.
Yeah, my mom
Oh.
would say we're like sending it
Yeah.
now.
My
And,
my
like-
mom
That's so
actually took me
sweet.
like a post box, and she like
For me,
put it there.
For
and
me,
I
it
was
was like put
"Ooh,
it under
Santa
the rug,
Claus."
and then like you come back the next day and you check it, and it's gone, and then like the elf is telling, like get trans the elves because they're like being under the curtain. The elves are always
Yeah, how do they know
so-
when you're gonna put that
Oh,
letter?
guys,
because they're right behind you.
for the one watching the episode right now, sorry, my I don't know what happened, but Discord did a funny and decided to cut Nicholas completely. His whole sentence
Oh,
was
that's
gone.
No.
that's funny.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, man. For the starting with the rug.
So as I was saying, the way it worked for me was that you'd put like your wish list under the rug, and then it would of course be taken away, and then that way it would be like, ooh, the elves took your wish list, and now
Yeah,
the
yeah.
elves like know what you want. So that would be like, so there is usually some sort of active element of offering up information. So I think we can.
Yeah,
I think we can take out telepathy.
yeah. We can take out
Absolutely.
telepathy.
Yeah.
We can assume that it's done
Uh.
through sending a letter or a message.
Yeah, getting a message across one way or another. Potentially talking out loud could also work
Yeah,
if the elves are
potentially.
present.
Just by
If
Yeah,
a
the elves
little.
are under
houses
behind your curtains,
are-
then yeah.
Maybe the parents are in association with Santa Claus. Just a little
That
suspicion.
sounds that sounds ludicrous,
Wow.
Victor.
Ludicrous.
Parents.
No way. They do stuff. No, I can't believe it. I was like,
What?
I was so convinced that.
I
It was
believed it so much. I
yeah.
was so
That was
convinced,
like
but
the
then it
most
comes out.
thing I believed in my life was like Santa Claus is real. There's no way he
It's
isn't.
real.
I'll show you later.
So
No, he's real.
So-
he's really good
Yeah, he's real. He's
for
real.
the purposes of
yeah,
it.
Santa Claus is real. We know that. Santa Claus is
Yeah.
real.
He is real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so-
He
right.
just doesn't visit.
Shut up.
Yeah, he doesn't visit Palestinian kids.
Okay, we do not
No.
have to go into the.
Anyways,
Politics.
so wait, let's just say this directly. We condemn Hamas. Terrorism bad. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa is what? Let's think about this. What is Santa's moral?
Moral? Give
Um,
presents.
moral?
No, it's
Like
okay,
moral,
so-
moral.
moral
Like I mean,
What
it's
does he
like
get
once
out
you
of
figure
this?
out that you're like,
he gets
that's also another
he
question.
gets slaves. Oh, slaves.
I'm I'm pretty sure that Santa, the point is that he enjoys it, right? Like he likes the giving presents.
Mm.
He's a
So like
communist.
that's his. Okay.
How's he a communist?
So maybe it is.
Explain this theory.
Actually, yeah. No, please provide us an explanation.
It's because it's that one video.
That one video, so you just listen to one
Yeah.
video and you're like, let's go.
No, yeah, no,
It was like-
we were making jokes, and you thought that you could get away with that one, huh?
Yeah, you're not getting away with this one.
Which
Yes.
one?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Yeah, just cut that out, cut that out. Cut
Yeah, how
The
is
Santa's
how is he a
captured
communist?
by the Russians. But what video?
Oh,
Santa Claus is only
Okay.
Russian a little bit.
but okay, so
Because he's giving. He's giving to the people.
okay, but
Nothing in return.
then like, well, no, but he gets joy in return.
He
Well,
gets,
that's for him.
he gets,
Stalin also got made. No, no.
he gets all the bitches.
Well, he has a wife.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mrs. Claus.
He
Also, Claus
he
or
gets
like
out of the
sounds like Claus.
he gets out of the house one night a year. Of course, he's gonna do some madness.
He got to go to the bar.
Exactly, with the boys.
yeah,
Do you think he actually has
That's
With a
friends?
right.
reindeer.
The
Well, all the
reindeer-
elves
elf
probably.
friends.
But does he have like?
I mean,
other-
unless they're slaves.
Do you
Unless
think-
they're
do
slaves,
you
then
think
they're not really
there's?
friends.
Do you think the theory of like there
You
being
can be
multiple
friends with your
hymns?
slaves.
There's like multiple versions of him to like be able to like spread the gifts.
Is it like Doctor Who?
Multiple?
Like there's multiple
Yeah, like
doctors,
clones of him.
multiple
how it-
Santa?
is that how he
I
does
don't
it?
think so.
I mean, different
'Cause
cultures portray him differently.
You know, but like the thing is, the closer you get to where he actually lives in Finland, the earlier Christmas happens.
Yeah,
Here
true.
in Finland, you mostly get your presents on Christmas Eve, 24th.
Yeah.
That's there. And then like 25th is more like chill, like after Christmas party. So you see, if he's giving the presents here on the 24th, it would make sense that it's like radiating outwards, you know, like he has to do it here earlier because this is where he starts, and then from 25th in other places.
The thing is,
Problem is that
in
that the
Greece
Earth
is a
isn't
little bit
aligned.
weird. Greece is a little weird. In Greece, presents are given out on the 1st of January.
Ew.
Well, that's because you're
Hey.
Orthodox and wrong.
Disgusting.
Okay, there's two Santas. There is Santa for everyone except Greeks and Russians and like I don't know Serbians.
Yeah, it's
And
Orthodox.
then that's like there's like Slavic Orthodox Santa wearing like Adidas and like drinking vodka, and he gets lost every year. That's how he comes late.
A bit late.
Now we have the
It's not the
war.
same person,
See, Brazilian Santa
but they're-
always comes in time.
they just have different schedules.
Yeah. So I think it's
Dude, he
possible.
can't cover the whole world in one day. You gotta come on
Well, he
three
does,
separate
though.
days.
Well, no. He does. Yeah, you can't
Does,
say
though.
he can't. He does.
Because he
So we
does.
need to work how it would work.
He goes from
That's like
Finland
saying-
to like southern Africa to like Asia to like South America. All these continents in one night. Oh,
So
America.
we know that he cannot get these gifts in a day, so he needs to have. It's not teleportation, that's for
yeah,
sure.
we've cut that off. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Now we've gone to
We also-
clones.
So,
Oh,
okay, so
okay.
let's look at like logistics here. So stuff is
It actually
manufactured.
takes
He has like a
time.
massive factory that like manufactures all the toys that are needed. Then he gets on his reindeer. How does he fit everything in his bag?
Yeah,
Because
okay.
imagine
He
Isn't
has
that like-
those like hats
Wait,
that go on
guys,
infinitely.
guys, let's find out. How many?
It's a bottomless bag.
How many
Yeah,
houses that have kids in them?
yeah, how many households
Weird
have
thing to
children?
search on Google.
How many
No, the problem is
households?
that like even if you have like two people who are single, not even if they're married or whatever, like they're living together and they don't have kids, they're still gonna be Christmas presents, and those are obviously given by Santa.
Globally.
Yeah,
So
what
it's not
happens to
only
adults?
kids.
Or, like,
They also
are we-
get one.
All right.
Yeah, because
there's-
adults still get presents, so like they
in
have
the
to
EU,
also.
there's 200
Yeah.
million, 200 million households with children.
Ah, yeah, you see,
Um,
Victor,
Maybe
again,
you alone.
everyone gets Christmas presents, even if they're not kids. You still get Christmas presents.
Mhm.
86%
So
in Asia.
every single household, and how many households are there in the world, roughly speaking?
How many houses are there?
How,
Holes are there?
inhabited houses, because some people have multiple houses.
How many houses? 2.2 billion, we're saying. Actually, that's quite low, isn't it?
2.2 billion.
That would mean that there's like an average of what, 4 people
What is the ratio?
per house.
Mhm.
How many children per
Around
house?
the world, the average person lives in a household of 4.9 people.
Okay, so it
But
is.
in
Damn.
sub-Saharan Africa, it's 6.9
Oh,
people.
nice.
Mm,
Yeah.
assure me
Anyways.
fertility rate. I don't care about that.
But you don't only
So
visit those 2.2 billion, you also have to get presents for every single one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Around the
So okay,
world.
let's say that the bag has to be bottomless.
Bottomless.
Mm,
How do you
Because
find
if he
it?
has to go back, if he goes back constantly to like the North Pole, then it doesn't work. Like it would take way too long.
Yeah, back and
No,
There's
he
forth.
no
can,
reason
he
to
can't
assume
carry
that
too many presents. I said
it's a
presidents.
self-supporting bag.
I said president.
Alright, guys. This
He's carrying like
information.
W.
This information is too hard to find. I don't think it exists.
I mean, probably not any accurate
Oh.
information on it.
Yeah, but around like 50% of every household has a child.
Hmm.
Uh,
And
So,
these
okay,
gifts
let's
as
say-
well, they must have mass. So the reindeers would have to carry that mass as well. So
or the reindeers like
how strong
Steve.
are these reindeers?
Are they like Steve from Minecraft?
Well, I would
Can they handle like
say that.
kilograms?
Yeah, but actually, do they? Yeah, this is the thing. Do the reindeers actually? What if it's a trick? What if it's not the reindeer and it's actually the
What?
little cart thing that he's in, and the reindeer are just like a
The sleigh?
prop, like it floats them as
No,
well,
the sleigh.
but actually there's like an engine like in the sleigh that like levitates it up.
Are you telling me
I'm
that
pretty sure they
Santa?
made like Christmas movies that like revolve around that idea as well.
Are you telling me that
Or
Santa
that
has?
like they portray Santa as having a like a less magical sleigh.
Yeah, more
More
technologically advanced.
technological.
Sleigh.
Yeah, are you telling me that Santa has
So
like
it's
the technology above the rest of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that would
so
make
it's so
sense because
advanced that
think
it's
about
almost
it.
like magic.
Santa has always been around.
Bro for
He's
real
always had a
has
sleigh,
an
and he's
ME
always
system.
had a reindeer.
Bro for real has an
Yes.
ME system in his sleigh.
Yeah, he's got something in his bag that like keeps everything. So like he has all these technology, right? So
Yeah.
it would make sense if the reindeer are actually just part of his aesthetic, just like the
For the
red
facade.
clothes, yeah, to make him look like there's something pushing him, and it's not just because he didn't want humans to start thinking of how to make things move without something pushing it, so that they wouldn't make like advanced technology too
What?
early.
It's going to into
So he
another
was like,
conspiracy
okay,
now.
reindeers. Let's make it so that it looks like the reindeers are pushing it. That fits with like human ideas, like how the world works
Yeah.
at this time.
He's trying to convince us of his little tricks. His little bamboozlies.
And then if we take that further, so let's say that he does indeed in what like 2 days cover the entire world. It would
Mhm.
make the most sense that he starts like following the sun, right? So he would like go westward from the east.
Hmm.
That way he would like get the things done on the same day instead of going like
Oh yeah, that's kind of smart because he just follows the sun. Right?
instead of yeah
It doesn't
yeah
go.
instead of going like if he went east he would go back in time essentially. Sorry, no, he would go. No, he goes forward. Now it's weird because it depends on which perspective you have.
Yeah.
But he's like moving in time in a way that like
Wait, let's find
would
out
make it
let's find out
less
Moving through time zones.
diameter.
3 something.
He goes
Uh,
through each time zone in 1 hour. That would be the most sensible take then.
Yes. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I guess
that
he
would make
starts
sense.
from like finish Lapland, he goes a bit east to get to like the first time zone, and then he just goes down from there, and then each hour he goes north to south. He gets back from the South Pole to the North Pole because the Earth is round, believe it or not. And then he goes to the next time zone, and then the next time zone, and the next time zone.
Yeah.
The Earth has a
Trans-
diameter of 12,742 kilometers. So if it was going west,
Is it okay?
How fast? Is he
Oh
going?
yeah. Also, yeah. Think about this. Because the Earth is round. Again, I know, shocking. If he always goes
No, the
down
Earth is a
until the
triangle.
North Pole, and then he like goes left from there, that would make it faster than going from like the middle of the Earth or something, because the Earth isn't as how do you put this, like as long
Yeah.
from the tops as it is from the middle. Same reason why like for example, the route the Spanish took to get to like Cuba when they were like discovering America was really long
Nicholas, how's this
because they
image?
had.
How's the what?
This
That's an
image that I
excellent
put.
image.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's good.
The
Yeah, like
newest one.
by avoiding
Perfect visual
traveling near the
representation.
equator, because he doesn't travel near the equator, right? He would go like from
Above.
looking at this map, this great map that Giannis drew, I would assume. He goes from Finland, he goes to what is time zone? Zero. Oh yes, zero is UK.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
UK.
well, I guess no. Then
Greenwich.
actually, he can just start from Finland a bit early, and then just kind of go along. Yeah, just go along with that, and then just always like stay ahead of the sun, kind of. So
Yeah.
the sun is always behind him. So he's always coming like in the morning. So you start with Finland, you go down along. Why is Belarus and Russia time? Anyways, so you start with like Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Ukraine, Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, Libya, Egypt. You go down there, and then he flips around and he gets to like Svalbard, and he goes down Sweden, Norway, blah blah blah, most of Europe, Algeria, Angola, Chad. And because he's always doing this, the only times he would really be moving right, or yeah, I guess right, if he's going downwards, would be at the top of the Earth. He's getting less circumference essentially to go around. He flips around there,
So he goes
and you
where?
go here.
Goes to the
He would
south?
so because he would go all the way down, right, and then he
Yeah,
would
yeah.
get back to the top because he Pac-Mans.
Ah, okay.
He wouldn't move like west or east around the
Are you
equator,
drawing this?
which is of course the longest route to.
So you're saying kind of like this, maybe. Wait, I'll put up an image in the podcast, but like, so you're saying kind of like this. Wait.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he goes down, and then he
Uh-huh.
would go back to the top, and then he would move there where the distance is the shortest to get to the next.
No, to like
Like
the next
bit.
time zone.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
The
down?
equator is always like the longest way around, right?
So
If you want to
how
go west or
long?
east, the equator is the worst place.
How far is that distance from the north to the south pole?
Let's check.
From the
quite a
north to the
distance.
north, actually,
North
like a whole circle.
pole
North Pole.
Polar.
North Pole.
to North Pole. Pole. That is
And he does this every hour, by the way.
Yeah, once
North
an
Pole,
hour he completes
north
that. He
to
gets
North
every
Pole
house in the area.
distance.
That's around
Seeing the
20,000
time
kilometers?
zone is really
20,000 kilometers?
20,000? 20,000 kilometers per hour. How's that? No, faster,
doable.
because he has to stop.
Oh yeah, absolutely fast. It would have to be like maybe 60 to 80,000 kilometers per
Yeah.
hour, so that he would be able to stop and like get gifts. But like, it's really
He must have
interesting to
a
look at the
very-
time zones here. Like he doesn't get to go to Sweden and Norway immediately because they're in the wrong time zone. The time zones are
The
really weird.
wrong
I think
time zone.
Anna invented time.
Like,
invented
I
time
don't get
zones.
why Belarus is Russian. Anyway,
And
Russian
even
time
like,
zone.
and look at China. China is all one time zone because there's like the one China time. So it means that like
Yeah.
in some places the sun has been rising for like hours, and in other places it's still like basically midnight. But
Yeah.
everyone wakes up the same time. Mao did that like a year or two after he took power. He was like everyone will be on the same time
That's
zone.
still stupid. Just saying.
Yeah, it is. But now
Although
you're
it
gonna get
might be
assassinated
better,
by the
it might be better if you coordinate
Wait, then
the
it's
time in a country.
24,000 kilometers to go from North Pole to
Giannis,
the North Pole.
you're not getting like any Chinese technology ever again. You're not
No, no,
getting
no.
any
I said
Chinese
it's a good idea
product.
to coordinate the country, I guess. So I'm kind of
Okay.
praising.
CCP is watching.
Yeah, so if you were not to stop, you would have to go like 24,000 kilometers per hour.
And what's the method of dropping, like giving the presents? Does he go in? He goes into the house, right? The house.
There's
Through
a
the
couple
chimney?
different ideas.
He goes through
He
the
can
chimney.
either go through, or he can break into your house through potentially a window, if you don't have a chimney. He can I think he has like a master key for like all doors in the world.
I see.
So he like gets inside.
Of
He
magically changing key.
also maybe
Though,
oh, but if there's elves around, maybe he like drops it off at like the elf base in the area, and then the
Oh,
elves
And
like
like
actually
they have like the
distribute it.
parachutes
for
going
for
down.
every time zone, there's like multiple elf
Yeah, like
base.
what if like there's like a northern Sweden elf zone and then like a Stockholm elf zone. So like instead of like giving every single person the present, he just goes to like the elf base, drops off the present for that area,
This is a
and
good
then
theory.
keeps on going.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
And
that
then
would make it more manageable.
Yeah, it will be more effective. But
oh,
He has the network of elves anyways,
how
right?
many
So like
elves
you might
does
as
he
well use
have?
it. Well, he has
a
enough to
lot.
listen in on like everyone's conversations ever, always. So
Yeah, but that's we've decided that it was done with like the letters, right?
yeah,
No,
but
but
like
like,
also
how do you
there's
know if
elves
someone's
like
naughty or
watching.
nice?
Yeah, they're
that's
watching.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Mhm.
So like they have to always be surveilling everyone basically.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or maybe one per neighborhood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like there has to be like a couple guys at all times, and they need to have access to the house, so they would already have the ability to put like presents in, anyways. Um, so it's really okay. These time zones are really odd.
Yeah,
It's
they're a
like
little weird.
all of like why is like
So I
Poland
did the math,
and
and 24,000
anyways.
kilometers per hour kind of works. It's Mach 20, Mach 19.
Electronics, let's go.
So
Ah,
you're
How
going
fast?
19 times the speed of sound, but it's slower than the speed of light, so physics agrees.
Okay,
Uh,
physics agrees.
problem.
problem, you'd
We
burn up.
need
Um,
no. Uh, we need to make it so that the average speed is that, not that his speed at any moment is that, because he still needs to stop off to
yeah.
give the present. So he
So,
would
so what
need to
would you
have to
say
go
would be his
so
max
fast
speed?
that he would slow down,
Time.
and then to be able to have an average speed of
What if he just
24.
goes so fast that time slows down, so he has more time to do stuff?
Sonic.
Yeah,
Sonic.
Sonic reference. Sonic reference.
I guess I
Yeah, no,
can't argue with it. I'm just not very convinced.
Maybe that's just a backup theory.
yeah.
Interesting.
So let's say,
That's
what would his
possible,
max
but like
speed be then?
I'd say like
Just,
you
just
need to
a
double
guess,
it
just a
at
guess.
least.
Double it, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I think to get that average,
Mach
there would be
40.
like minutes of him doing 0 kilometers per hour when he's offloading cargo.
Mm.
But how
So
fast
he
can
So
he?
wouldn't
that you
be.
need
How
to go a
how
lot.
does he
How fast does he deliver presents?
Yeah, like
So,
how does he do it?
Well, I would assume that it's like there's like a little like base. It's like they open the secret like hangar bay and he gets in and like someone comes in to like brush the reindeer. It's like a F1 pit stop and like the guy comes in.
Choo,
Zin,
choo,
zin,
choo, choo,
zin.
choo.
It's like a
Yeah, and then
Changing the
tunnel.
like
tires and everything.
It's like a tunnel where
yeah,
he goes into. He stops for like a second. The elves take all the stuff away, and then he continues. It goes to like
elves
the
run
the
in.
part with the
Yeah, the
What if
elves
it's
run
like
in. It like gives him like a new candy cane,
yeah.
it's just like
which is
Wakanda?
Zoom.
There's just
yeah,
a
yeah. It's like the
secret
secret
barrier
place.
around.
And he
So
goes
like
to the
every
next
city
house.
has like a little area, and like he goes through like it's like some tiny alleyway. Like his thing gets smaller, like his sleigh, like kind of like compacts, and he
mm.
goes through, and then like the like manhole opens up, and it's like a secret like base. It's like field helicarrier or something in there, and like that's where they like take it. They like suck up all the stuff with the vacuum, and then they like let him go.
Yeah, what's the method
But
of taking out the presents, unloading the cargo? You could say.
I would
I'm
assume that within the
thinking.
bottomless bag there are like sections. So like there's like
Separating.
a bag within a bag,
No,
and then like they
they're
put
already
all the
organized.
presents, yeah, like all the presents for Paris, and then they have like a winch that like has like a hook that grabs onto it, and like there's like no, there's like a hook
Oh,
there and another hook, and it
Oh,
like pulls it
okay.
out,
zoom, zoom.
and then it like takes out like a crane takes it out, and then like they send him off again.
And then he's
Mhm.
going like Mach 80 or something. Mach 40, Mach a
Yeah,
billion.
like
Mach
maybe like
40, yeah.
Mach 30, Mach 40 somewhere there. You know,
Only Mach
it
40, let's
doesn't.
be honest.
Yeah, not that
Casually,
much.
Mach 40.
What's the speed of
Yeah, like
Mach
casually
40?
like Mach 10, like difficult.
I'm surprised he hasn't died from pressure. Like from the
Yeah.
gravity.
Also,
The G-force of that is
yeah.
unbelievable.
How do we know that there isn't actually like a protective layer
49,000
around
kilometers
it?
per hour. Does that break the speed of
Is
sound?
that
The
does
speed
that?
of light? No, it doesn't.
No, it
Yeah, I
doesn't.
don't
It
think
doesn't.
so.
11 kilometers per second.
Nice.
Hmm.
Which is
That's
about.
believable.
Oh, you're. Oh my God. You're right under the number that causes things to burn up in the atmosphere.
So it's possible.
Aha.
It's 0.1 kilometer per second less.
Then,
So it's just
then it's
right
So
on the
Coincidence?
fine
I
line.
think not.
I think
twinkling.
the actual problem here is that like so many places are so so like densely habited that let's say okay, he goes to Paris, he gets the gift for Paris, and then he goes like 5 seconds, and then it's already a new city. Then he has to stop again, a new city, stop
Mm.
again, like 11 kilometers per second. He'd only get so far before he'd run into like the next city.
But maybe
So
the
like, how many? The stops would be more common.
I
Like
feel
there's
like the stops. I feel like there's a faster way that he does it. I feel like he just dumps the stuff on like some big ass area and then he
But he has
just
to go through
continues.
the chimney.
Wait, is this
I
well?
think we can all agree
Yeah,
that the chimney is not plausible. It
yeah.
doesn't
Oh,
work.
come
He's a
We would
on.
he's a
need speed.
he's a bit too chunky.
Okay.
It's the
So,
classic.
And
Yeah, but it's a lie. Just like the reindeer, it's not real.
I feel like it's the elves that like give out the presents, not Santa
Yeah,
himself.
the elves have to be the ones
so
giving them.
he's
He's just, I think he
so
just
in
transports
this.
them.
Okay, we're saying that Santa doesn't personally
Like,
give the gifts.
yeah.
He gets them to like depots, and then like there's like this
Okay.
present caches, and then
Zoom,
the
zoom.
elves like deal with it
Then why does he fly around the world?
So he can
so that he can
transport them.
get them there,
Yeah.
because like they're all produced in the factory in Finland,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Without
in
him,
the
I don't
Giga
think it would
factory.
work.
I'm imagining their Star Wars hyperdrive every time
It's-
Santa goes out of the
Yeah.
depots.
Zoom.
But it needs to be pretty efficient.
Um,
It's like unloading it and starting the
Mm.
engine back up. It's like zoom, zoom.
Yeah, well, I
zoom.
guess he has like thousands of years of practice.
Yeah, I guess so.
Um,
Since Jesus
So-
was born, I guess.
so assuming that he can go fast enough to where the stops still average out to a speed that's fast enough for him to actually get his job done, we assume that he has an intelligence network that can provide data on. Yeah, this is the question I had earlier. What exactly makes someone naughty or nice?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I feel like
Like, where's the like judge?
that's yeah. And then it's based on him that decides. So it's not even like world
Yeah, he
ethics.
decides.
It's like Santa ethics.
So what is he? Yeah, what is Santa's ethical system?
It's like someone supports like capitalist. You get coal.
Nah,
Nah.
nah, you get. I am actually Marx.
I am.
I mean, they do look suspiciously similar, by the way. So, like, if you
Coincidence.
ever wanna figure out who is actually
Who is
Santa
actually
Claus,
Santa
maybe it.
Claus?
Okay, I'm really bothered by the fact that Libya and Angola aren't in the yellow time zone.
But because they're not, dog.
Also, Spain should be in the green time zone.
I'm the green. I'm the green.
I love how like yellow time zone is like all of Europe except like right at the border regions, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just everything.
Everything and everything.
Except like Belarus wants to be special.
But yeah, what do you guys think? How does Santa Claus decide his methods of not giving? Well, we know that our parents have told us before, and any other kid, that like if you be naughty, um, you don't get a present, or you get a piece of coal. And then
Yeah.
I guess Santa's morals is that family's more like ethics,
Yes.
Yeah, it has to
Respecting
be.
your
He has to like
parents.
normatively.
because
I think he normatively assumes the ethical like framework of whatever the. But then that's the thing. Is it that of the child or of the parent?
instead of the parents
'Cause
probably, because the parents tell the child
yeah,
not
but
to
like
be naughty.
yeah, sure, but like what if the parent like what if the child genuinely believes that they're doing a good thing?
Well then,
Whether or not they do,
too
but like
bad on
they
them.
have like a
Oh.
like the belief. Also, as a second point, what if the parents are evil?
Good point. I
Like,
then
does
yeah.
Santa abide by like morality of people that he
That's
dislike,
interesting.
or that like the morality of which he dislikes?
Does Santa just go
In
like
like,
crazy?
if your parents, if you're like, if you lived in I don't know like the Confederate States of America or something, and your parents were like be mean to black people, and then you weren't mean to black people, would Santa give you coal?
Yeah, good point.
Hmm.
Does maybe Santa's if he? I guess there could be. I feel like that theory of like Santa's ethics is the parents' ethics is to a certain point. But if Santa realizes the parents are evil, then his ethics comes into play, and then he decides if the child is naughty or
But then
not.
again, I feel like you could also make an argument that like it can just go through the children alone and it would still work because if a person genuinely believes that they are acting in a good way, then haven't they crossed the threshold that Santa sets for them?
Hmm, good point.
Hmm.
But a
Like
But
child,
in the
they
sense that
think they
like
are nice.
is it good or bad is sort of irrelevant and more do you feel like you're doing good or bad things? Because he wants you to like do good things, right? He wants you to do good acts, and so then wouldn't it make sense that the thing he wants you to go through is the psychological kind of the state of deciding to put your others before yourself, of helping others. And if you think that you're doing that, whether or not you're actually doing the thing itself, isn't that sort of you doing the right thing?
yeah, I get what you mean. Then it becomes really tricky. Santa has to like
I guess.
big
Well, no.
brain
Then the
it.
question is, does Santa punish thoughts?
Yeah.
What do you
Or
guys think?
does
Does
Does he
Santa
punish
punish
what?
evil thoughts or
I
not?
think
Because if
Santa
he
punishes
punishes evil
actions.
Thoughts?
thoughts,
Oh,
then yeah, like that's the thing. If Santa punishes evil thoughts, then you can like definitely say that he would also reward thinking that you're doing the right thing, right?
Yeah. But
it
So
depends if you
like
are
if
doing the
we've
right thing,
already
though.
agreed that
well no, but like
we've
the right
agreed that
thing
Santa.
changes, but people still get presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then no, but we've already agreed that Santa can't telepathically communicate, so he wouldn't know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, like yeah, but like maybe it goes off like the things that either you talk to yourself or the things that you actually say. Like obviously you need to some extent infer whether or not a person is being honest. But like you have elves watching them all the time. If the person, I don't know, prays to God about what they did, or if they like um talk to themselves in their room or something, that's all stuff that they would hear. So they would have information. And these elves would probably have been at the job for a while, so they would know these kids. They
yeah.
would know how those kids think.
You you
So they
you
would be
would.
able
Oh
to
yeah.
tell.
Damn. What
Like,
I've learned is that Santa is smart to be able to do this.
yeah, Santa has
Yeah.
like
Because
big stuff going on.
It's like to be able to figure it out. Yeah, I feel like the most difficult part, like going a Mark 40, is not that hard. Let's be honest. Everyone can do that. Um, but
Um,
figuring
yeah.
out if the children deserve a present or not is the real question.
hmm.
Yeah, the morality of the whole thing
I
is a
feel
bit
like just
like where
on
do you draw the lines? Because
like things that have history based on history. I feel like it's based on the actions of the person. Even if they believe they're doing the right
Yeah, I think
thing,
we should be based on actions, not
they
thoughts.
I believe that it's like
But then the
average.
problem is
Yeah.
like, why did people get like Christmas presents even if they were like slave owners or if they were like Nazis?
They
Like
didn't.
their actions, no matter how they felt about those actions, yeah, they did. That's the problem.
Mm.
Santa is evil and he worked with the Nazis.
Hey, that's
So,
another theory. Santa just could
so
be
if
evil.
those people are getting, yeah,
Santa just could.
that's possible, I guess. But then why did he give presents in general?
He does it for the laws.
I guess.
He has
But
nothing
like,
else.
if Santa is still willing to give presents in those situations, then either he's endorsing the actions, in which case his definition of good, his definition of nice, contravenes the Geneva Convention,
Contravenes the
or
Rio Convention. Yeah, show your visuals.
or he takes into account like moral, I guess, relativity.
Maybe.
I'm thinking,
Maybe he has a
would it be
scale.
based?
It's like based on all your bad acts and all your good acts.
Ooh,
Does it go over the threshold of being good enough to get present? Or is it, or or if you do enough bad acts, then you get
I mean,
cold.
sure, but like, what are good and bad acts? That's the problem, right?
All done. It sounds like a
I'm
Santa
thinking,
issue.
would it be more based on the intention of the person?
Yeah, but then
Like
we need
maybe
to
because like it
think.
seems like the
We need to
thing
have their
changes,
thoughts.
right? Like
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe he's just a super omnipotent telepath that could react to
mm,
every situation. Because I don't see how this could possibly be done by.
oh,
Oh, theory time.
oh, I got it.
You got it.
The elves talk to you when you're sleeping to get answers out of you, and you
Oh,
like in your sleep you answer honestly to the questions, so they can figure out what's going on,
What
and
would you
that's why they
call
have
that?
dreams.
What would you call
Wait,
that?
wait, wait. They just
they
have truth
hypnotize you.
serum, and then after
They
they
like no, like no, like
interview you, they
they like
uralize you.
interrogate you. Yeah, or yeah, it could either be like while you're sleeping, they kind of like
How does
get
the
you
song
to
go?
answer in that kind of groggy state,
How does
or
this?
they're like the Men in Black. They come in with the
Like
like
the
thing
Men
and
in
like
Black.
make you lose your memory.
I mean, yeah, that actually, yeah, like, and then you reveal your true
Yeah,
Look into
intentions.
this light,
something
sir.
like that. Yeah,
So like,
like anything like that is
so
possible.
like before Christmas Eve, like throughout the month of December, like every elf goes to every like children's house, like every child, and like checks their intentions during the night.
Yeah, they like talk to you for a bit. You know, they sit down, they have a talk. Maybe you're like awake for it and you know it at the time, and then like you lose your memories, or maybe they do something else to kind of like get you to answer the questions, but like subconsciously, so like you don't even like you're not even awake for it. Who knows, right? But like they get to know how you really feel about things,
Mhm.
and then that way Santa can judge you based on whether or not you were doing what you felt was
Was
the
right
right
or
thing, whether or not you
wrong.
were following the principle that he wants to set out, not necessarily like the acts that he believes in.
Yeah, so it's more just and fair. Yeah, that theory could work. Yeah.
Okay,
So
that sounds
to
I think we're
summarize,
figuring it out. We're unraveling the mystery.
yeah.
that sounds feasible.
So to start with, he sends his elves around the world to check every child's intentions throughout the month of December. Then, after he's checked that, decided who's gonna get what, who's gonna get coal, who's gonna get the big monies. On Christmas Eve, he goes super speed and goes on his sleigh, right? It's super Mach 40
Hmm.
sleigh with reindeers and with a bottomless bag full of presents, and he transports them from time zone to time zone, up and down, from up from the top to very top to the bottom, and then he goes left, continuing to every time zone, so he has the most time possible. And then from there, the elves from where Santa delivered the presents, got the presents. The elves take presents and brings them to every household throughout the night that the Santa left there for the city. Sounds reasonable, right?
Yeah.
That
think,
does sound reasonable.
Any more?
Ding ding ding
Ding
ding
ding
ding
ding
ding
ding
ding
ding
ding
ding ding ding ding ding ding ding. We're so smart,
ding
guys.
ding 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 ding
We
ding.
figured it out.
Yeah, always. Because now Santa's gonna send us like a cyanide pill. He's gonna
It's
be
too
like,
late,
you know
Santa.
too much.
We've already released the episode.
And what about the
The whole
cookies?
world.
Cookies out there.
Guys, we forgot a important thing. What about the cookies that Santa eats? That you leave for Santa to drink milk.
The
with
elves
cookies?
eat them.
No,
Or the
no.
elves take them to him in like the North Pole, and then like he puts them in like a freezer, and then every day he eats a couple of them.
That's why he needs a break for 364 days.
Yeah,
He's
He's
he's always
slowly eating
eating
all
them.
of the
He's like
cookies.
horrible indigest.
like, oh, one more cookie. Hum,
Yeah, Mrs. Claus is always telling him like, "Oh dear, you're making yourself so unhealthy and unhappy with these cookies." And he's like, "No, they put the cookies for me. I have to eat them. I promise these children I will eat the cookies."
And like gallons
But
and
this
gallons.
goddamn soy milk.
Liters and liters of milk. Endless.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, we've
Oh,
figured out Santa's intentions, big brain moves, his little coys and strategies he's come up with over thousands of years of development.
So in other words, if there's still someone watching this, God knows why. Now, you have now learned how Santa Claus works, and now you can blackmail him into giving you money.
Exactly. You can say you reveal his secrets, his secret bases around the cities of every city in the world.
Yeah.
Which then you can.
Or maybe
Oh, no.
he'll just send the elves after you. Who knows?
So does he have like a big ass workstation? Like in his like.
That's true. How are the gifts being produced?
Guys, look at what I
Yeah,
It's
made.
just a really big factor.
No, that's so sweet.
Average speed 6.7 kilometers per second. Mach 19. Max speed 11.1 kilometers. Strategy moves 1 time zone to the west
No.
every hour, top to bottom. Has an elf army spying on all the people in the world. He also has a bottomless sack. Very good, very
What
good.
kind of?
Hey yo.
Yeah. This is excellent. This is also accurate and true. I think that we've covered the topic here
solved-
very
Yeah,
well.
we've
Yeah.
actually
Solved Santa.
figured it out. I wasn't expecting to figure out.
We've
Santa's
solved
strategy.
Santa, and now the like name of the video is gonna be like Santa.
Oh, yeah, it should be
exposed,
We
gone,
Solved
gone
Santa.
viral, gone.
We
Or-
solve Santa's
Debunked.
strategies. What should it be
It's a
called?
debunk,
Like
yeah.
Santa way. I don't know. Well, the only thing we
Well,
didn't
people
figure
don't need to hear us talk
The-
about
Dark
Yeah.
truth
the
behind
name of a video.
Exposed.
Yeah.
we don't know how the thing we only don't know is how he produces them and where.
Yeah, that's. Where
How he does
are
what?
all of these
He has
resources
a
coming
really
from?
big factory.
But where's the
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
resources
has a
coming
really
from?
big
the
factory.
the elves bring him like raw materials or something
From what?
And he
From
just-
where? It wouldn't run
They-
out
from
at one point.
anywhere,
have
from
rockets
everywhere in the world.
That launch into Mars, and like they live there. They have a moon colony, and then they put it in like a portal from the moon colony.
They actually have a
They drop it
society.
in,
Yeah,
atmosphere.
they have actually a society
Yeah,
in,
that's what elves.
in Europa.
Elves are Martian.
That could be true, you know, because they're like.
There we go. I think, and that's why Santa is always dressed in red,
Good point.
because he's from the red planet.
Red planet.
Hey yo,
Oh my
boy,
goodness.
please, this could be.
Okay, guys. That's where all his technology is from.
Yeah, that's explain the
Yeah.
technology
We figured it out.
from
Elon
Martian
Musk
people.
was onto something.
I think that with this we have really brought to
And
a
then
satisfying thematic
Yeah.
close to this here red jolly giant.
big boy, the big chunky boy. But why would the only reason is why does he do this? The only thing left
Oh
Because
yeah,
it is the season
of
cheer
giving.
to be jolly.
and goodwill to all men, even if you hate them.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
Christmas
Bye-bye.
Eve. Hope you get all the presents from Santa Man.